They are two gifts that men historically never wanted to open on a holiday. We're talking socks and underwear.
Well, over the years, socks have become trendy, and now it's underwear's turn. Jamie Wax is here with more. Jamie, good morning.
Good morning, guys. Yes, these are not tube socks and tighty-whities. Entrepreneurs are disrupting this once sleepy category into one of the fastest growing sectors in fashion. And they've done it in part with free advertising from celebrities like Howard Stern and Kevin Hart, who can't stop mentioning their unmentionables.
This looks really good, man. Yeah. I'm happy for you, dude. This looks amazing.
Earlier this fall, comedian Kevin Hart stopped by the set of his latest starring role, the new offices of a men's underwear company.
I want to switch things up around here. I'm going to turn those computers around and face the other way.
Playing the role of the straight man sidekick, Tom Patterson, founder and CEO of Tommy John.
I want to put hearts on every table.
But this unlikely pairing is not the scenario of Hart's next comedy.
I was a frustrated medical device salesman wearing a suit and tie every day, and my undershirt seemed to be form-fitting for a UPS box. So I thought, what if I buy some fabric, take a sketch to a dry cleaners that has a tailor a couple blocks down from the street, and just have her make some prototypes.
Do you remember how you felt the first time you put the t-shirt you designed on?
I was jumping up and down. I was actually doing headstands against the wall to show my wife how it doesn't come off. It doesn't come undone.
Tom Patterson and his wife Erin launched the company 8 years ago. To get his patented Stay Tuck guaranteed shirts into department stores, Patterson turned his technique to underwear. It's a plot twist that earned him a very influential customer.
So we had an employee come up to me and said, Tom, Kevin Hart's dancing around in our underwear on Instagram. She shows me on my phone. I'm like, that's pretty cool.
You were a customer. You bought the product at a department store.
Yeah, we're on the road and we're in the store. And I'm like, man, I just need some underwear. I'm out. You know, last thing you want to be on the road is a dude with the dirty drawers. You don't ever want to flip your drawers inside out to get another use of them. So I went to the store. I stumbled upon Tommy John and I felt them. I was like, oh, how soft these are. I'm with my friends. I'm like, yo, am I tripping? Are these soft? No, they soft. I'm gonna get them.
With 95 million social media followers and upwards of $87 million in earnings last year from movies and stand-up, Hart has become one of the most influential people in the world. But the self-described authentic comedian wanted to be less show and more business.
Some people can just be a NASCAR. By NASCAR, I mean you got stickers all over you. Well, at some point in time, people can see through that.
These are the 90s, man. They just fit good and they hold.
Celebrity endorsements made men's underwear trendy in the early 90s. But Hart wanted to be an investor, not just an ad man. At first, Patterson wasn't sold on the idea. Did you like that they weren't really looking for you?
I had to convince him. I had to convince him that I was a good idea, which pissed me off, because I was a big deal at the time. I was a real big deal at the time, so I didn't like the fact that I had to convince him that this was the way to go. And I had to explain to him, I just want to be a part of what I love. Like, I honestly love your brand. That's when I said, let me put my money where my mouth is. Let me invest in your product so you can see how serious I am.
There's a lot of money being invested in men's undergarments these days. It's become a multi-billion-dollar industry with startups from coast to coast, including MeUndies in Los Angeles.
Every month we come out with new designs.
Jonathan Shokrian launched his company as an online-only subscription service for men in 2011. His undies derived from beech trees sourced from a company in Austria, the elastic fibers from Italy. The company says it sold more than 3 million pairs.
I just felt like there was a disconnect between what was being deemed as premium wasn't indeed premium, and really wanted to kind of set out to create a more affordable product that's extremely comfortable and a brand that resonated with people.
These days, they offer underwear a la carte for men and now women. They even offer his and hers. How does a guy go from finance to underwear?
Ooh, I guess I had a little bit of a midlife crisis.
MeUndies CEO Brian Lalazarian left a career in banking for boxers.
To make it easy for the customer, we've really categorized all of our colors. Classic, meaning bold, navy, gray, things you can wear every day. Bold, meaning purple, bright colors, pinks, greens, etc. And then adventurous is kind of where we go wild. I'm wearing all black. I mean, I tend to wear really simple on the outside, but on the inside, only I know, today I'm wearing pink donuts.
Back at Tommy John, they're celebrating their 2 millionth pair sold. Along with COO John Woo, they have 57 employees, including a 7-person design and development team solving problems like a more efficient fly and other touchy subjects.
Talking about a quick draw fly, a no wedgie guarantee. These are problems that guys have that every other brand has been scared to talk about or not comfortable talking about.
Do we not know that our underwear could be better and more comfortable? Do you have to teach the consumer that?
That's a great question. You know, when he's saying no wedgie guarantee, you don't think about things like that until you go through a day and you didn't pick a wedgie one time. And you go, man, wait a minute. Normally, at 2 o'clock, I'm picking wedgies. It's 3:30. I ain't picked a wedgie yet. What do I have on?
That comes at a cost, with trunks averaging $30 and undershirts $40.
You have to find sewing partners, fabric partners that can really bring this idea into a product, and it's typically more expensive.
What is the reaction you get from people when they see the pricing of your garments?
I would say the most common reaction is, wow, that's expensive. But once they put it on, price usually becomes an afterthought. Over 60% of our customers come back and buy an item again after their first purchase. What we hear most is, I really got it and understood it after I wore it.
And according to Patterson and Hart, when the curtain comes down, it all comes down to comfort.
You know, when you put on a different pair of underwear and you put them on, you go, oh man, I feel good in these. And not only do I feel good, but I look good. My other ones had a little droop in the butt. My waistband got a little loose after I put them on. This is different. Is this how it's supposed to be? What if it is? You know what? I want to feel like this every day.
Those are the most inspiring words I've ever heard about underwear.
I was going to say the same thing.
Existentially reaffirming.
Yes, and the amount of Hart's investment hasn't been disclosed, but the company says he has a meaningful equity stake, which makes him a partner and co-owner of the company.
Jamie Wax, thank you for that package.
Thank you very much. Nice.